Hello, chat. Hello, folks. Hope everyone's doing okay. It's a little bit late on my end, but you know, that's just kind of how I roll. As per the usual. Hopefully I'm not too loud. But we shall see. Not going to be a terribly long stream, I think, today. Well, tonight, regardless. I've been sitting on character ideas, and yeah, the one character that is like really sticking out in my head is an evil cleric that I've got planned out. One second. I actually close my door. I don't disturb everyone else. Because I'm apparently one of the only people awake at freaking 11:30 in the morning. Also, this will be interesting for me because I really don't do evil playthroughs very much, so yeah. Character will be probably lawfully evil compared to it's just other party members that he would have had. Anyways, let's go ahead and swap out to that really quick. Keyboard, please. They're just expanding chat. Anyways, Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. This is based off of Pathfinder 1st edition. And this is... Do I actually have... I played the Enhanced Edition. One moment while I pop open my Steam just to see. Morning, Mithril. Welcome. Yeah, okay, I do have the Enhanced Edition. Don't know entirely what that entails, but it's enhanced. But yeah, again, this is mostly just going to be a character creation stream. Just to see how everything looks, how my character is going to go. Selecting difficulties, all that fun stuff. Because I don't entirely know what I'm doing, so let's see. During the struggle against the World Wound, the epic war between Galarian and the Abyss that has raged for more than 100 years, up to now the Crusader armies have barely managed to curb the overwhelming enemy forces, but not for much longer. Demon Lords are preparing to strike a decisive blow. You will have to harness mythic powers, take command of the 5th Crusade, and lead it against the demonic hordes. Gnarly. This is where I'm a little bit iffy on everything. I'm generally fine. See, I'm familiar with Pathfinder 1st edition. I can't say that I am a master of it. Stupid o'clock here in the UK, got a bit of spare time, so of course I'm going to watch this. Hey, cool. Thank you for joining me. If you're at all familiar with Pathfinder 1st edition, you might actually be able to help me with this. Like point me towards certain feats, certain builds for the character that I have in mind. I am not going to have auto level up on because screw that. If I want to customize my party, I'll customize my party. Death's Door. With this option enabled, your character and companions will not die after suffering a deadly injury, but instead receive a Death's Door condition. If they suffer a deadly injury while under the effect of Death's Door, or under the effects of that condition, they will then die. If your main character dies, the game is over. Certain conditions and effects can kill a character without triggering Death's Door. Yep, that sounds about Pathfinder-y to me. Switched on, and neither your character nor your companions will ever die for any damage or effect. Nah, I'm gonna keep that off. Remove negative effects on rest. That's tempting, but one of the things I really do miss about 3.5 and Pathfinder versus 5th edition is just how much you actually feel like you need to manage your character. I don't know. Got stuck on D&D, never really moved on. Did give TSR a lot of money back in the old days, though. Oof. I'm not sure if I should be sorry for that. Seeing as I started back in 3.5, so I've still given the wizards a bunch of my money. Though that said, I do more homebrew stuff nowadays, seeing as the wizards seem to be stuck in the Forgotten Realms. Just realized I'm out of coffee. That's fine. Plan on passing out right after this anyways. Options. Adjusts the difficulty class of all roles in the game and the abilities of enemies. I'm gonna go slightly weaker. Only slightly. Where was that? Oh, is this one of those things? I think when that pops up, it indicates that you can't change it once it's decided, once you start your character. Standard number of enemies. Party speed depends on the weight you're carrying, that's fine. Other effects. It runs the effects of penalties and how much damage members of your party will receive in storm weather. This I'm going to keep on light. I would switch it to normal, or heavy, I guess. But the way that I play D&D and Pathfinder a lot these days has been, let's say, hectic. So it's kind of hard for me to keep track of shit like weather, strangely enough. What is retrain? A retrain. Allows a certain NPC in the game to retrain your character and companions. Changing this option will change the game's difficulty setting to custom. I'm going to keep that on just in case I screw up. I want to be able to screw up, but be able to fix my mistakes. If that makes any sense. Crusade management. Okay. This is honestly the thing that makes me go, and it made me go, when it came to Kingmaker. This option allows you to set the crusade management difficulty to your preference. It affects the amount of resources gained, number of recruits available for hire. Also provides additional free searches for mercenaries. Story difficulty multiplies the number by 3, the amount of resources gained, and the number of recruits available for hire. Provides 3 additional free searches for mercenaries per week. Crusade morale cannot fall below -50. Casual increases it by 2 and gain 1 additional free search. And then there's standard. Cannot gain the sadistic game design achievement on story or casual. I'm fine with that. I'm probably going to keep it on story. And that's mostly because when it came to the kingdom management in Kingmaker, that was always a thing at the back of my head, and it kind of annoyed me because the character I was playing, at the least, was very much a character that he's there for the adventure. And while I'm definitely still here for the adventure, I am still here for the story? Yeah. That said, I will not turn on auto mode for Crusade. Mostly just in case a character that I like ends up, having something to do with the side quest that I can only do in the Crusade. Only active companions receive NPCs. No. I'm going to keep that off. Only the companions that are currently in your party will gain experience. If there are less than 6 companions, each of them will receive increased experience. Disable this option for all companions to gain experience even if they are not in your current party. I like to keep that, if only because if I need a certain character for a certain situation, I'd rather that they be of the correct level. These management sections are what put me off. I'm playing to beat up baddies, not learn double column bookkeeping. As far as I'm aware, accounting has never been a character class. Not a character class, but there is a character background in Pathfinder 2nd Edition that is essentially an accountant or a bookkeeper. Not even joking. You know what? I am lazy enough to... Not lazy enough. What's the word I'm looking for? That's Acrobat, Acolyte. Bookkeeper. You ran the numbers on a large farm for merchants' endeavors or for a major guild in the city. You kept track of expenses, payrolls, profits, and anything else that had to do with money for better or worse. If better, you may be adventuring to learn how others ply this trade. If worse, maybe fleeing from impending consequences in the hope that no one finds you. Which gives you the society skill, which lets you know about, local history, important personalities, blah, blah, blah. And accounting lore. Which is just... I really want to play 2nd edition. For stupid reasons like that. Only skill user receives skill check experience. That I'm also going to keep off. Only one save slot is available in this mode. The game saves automatically at key points and upon exiting the game. Hell no. I am not an Iron Man player. I'm fairly casual in that regard. Immersive mode. This mode disables all interface. Nah. Show tutorial. Yeah, I'll keep that on for now, if only because if the game's just like, here's an obscure ruling you didn't know about. Okay. Pathfinder 1st Edition. Of course, I'm going to make my own character. All these look pretty. Unfortunately, I would happily have gotten someone to commission my character for this, and hopefully, eventually, in the future, I can change this, because if I can, that'd be fantastic. But for the now, I'm gonna have to deal with this Hero Forge portrait I made of my character. Yeah. It's pretty much how I do most of my things. I was initially planning to do Darius, the Beast, as I have given him the title of now. But, yeah, given a hard thought, he would not be a character suited for Wrath of the Righteous. My character, Errant the Cold-Hearted, though, he is far, far more suited for this. Errant the Cold-Hearted was not a cavalier, cleric. Difficulty 3? Really? Any preferred classes? You tend to play a lot of rangers. Hands down, my favorite in the motifs, as it were, would be cleric. When it comes to cleric to me, as an agnostic individual at best, one of the highest fantasies is a higher power that is actually paying attention to you. So a cleric is awesome, but I've played a lot of clerics and a lot of barbarians. My very first character was the aforementioned Darius, a gnome barbarian. He has got to still be one of my favorites to pop into a game every so often. Let's see. A base cleric can channel energy. If you're good, you channel positive. If you're evil, you channel negative. That either heals or damages all creatures around the cleric. Domains depends on the deity. The deity for this character is kind of hard, seeing as Pathfinder has a different pantheon than what Errance was used to. But I think I can get it to work. And much in the same way channel energy works, got spontaneous spells. I can give up spells for either cure spells or inflict wound spells. So, yeah. But this particular character, far more battle ready. I accidentally changed the portrait. Far more battle ready, so he's going to be a crusader. Has knowledge arcana, knowledge world, persuasion, and lore. Now instead of having a domain, which is based off your deity, you would get a bonus feat, which acts as the fighter's bonus feats, but only every 5th level? So, yeah. Not terrible. I think I can only choose... Can I only choose up to certain domains? Probably. Yeah, so every 5th level I'll gain a bonus feat. More or less much like a fighter. More or less going to be like greater weapon focus, heavy armor proficiency, blah blah blah. I'm trying to decide whether or not I like that decision or not. Because having him as a super fighting cleric is cool and all. But I could have sworn that the Pathfinder clerics of the Crusader variety also get less spells per day, which I don't necessarily want. Ultimately, I do want him to become either a Hell Knight Signifier, which is basically an lawful evil sort of spellcaster, or a Hell Knight, which again, lawful, but yeah, all about smiting chaos and all that. Oh, hello. Didn't know the signifiers get weapon armor proficiency with heavy. Oh, of course, they get the arcane armor stuff. Forgot about that. Discern lies, assiduous gaze, diabolic harbinger. Immune to blindness, gazes, and vision-based effects, and +2 on all persuasion checks. That's pretty cool. Oh my. My perpetual worry about Medusa's and petrification might be a little bit stifled then. Alright, but what's the Hell Knight get? He would no longer gain any spellcasting. He would have to choose an order. Different orders of Hell Knights gain different, I guess, weapon proficiencies and bonuses. Doesn't seem to really tell you much about it beyond this though. Unless there's a sub-menu I don't know about. Force of Will. +2 versus Charm, Compulsion, and Fear at 6th level becomes +2 to will save against any type, additional +2. Oh wait, no. chooses a sub-school or descriptor of a list. It gains +2 on wisdom saves and okay, yeah. So it's kind of like armor focus for fighters, but will saves versus certain types of spells. I like that. Gains this first discipline, second discipline, third discipline. Hell Knight can use any one discipline a number of times per day equal to the number of disciplines he has access to. Okay. Kinda wish that would actually show me the disciplines. That'd be nice. Fighter, yep, this is armor training. Which is his armor check. I find it funny that that's at level 5 for a Hell Knight. Just, Force of Will again. Other disciplines. Lawbringer. All attacks are treated as being lawful for the purposes of damage reduction, which is pretty damn good when you're fighting demons. Infernal Armor. Gains +2 on all persuasion checks. In addition, while wearing the armor, he gains resistance to fire 30, resistance to acid 10, and resistance to cold 10. Some good shit. And then Hell's Knight. Against the weapon, he wields one of the following special abilities: Axiomatic, Flaming Burst, or Unholy. Additionally, Hell Knights become immune to fire while wearing armor. Ooh, that was a good selection. Axiomatic is pretty much a lawful weapon. Actually, yeah, thanks. I would like a little bit more information. But anyways, Axiomatic is +2 die 6 versus chaotic enemies. Flaming Burst is an additional 1d6. And if you critical, it does an additional 1d10 fire damage. I believe that's right. Non-Holy does an additional 2 die 6 versus good aligned creatures. So, yeah. Ooh, I kind of like that, but I want to look deeper into Signifier really quickly. Hell Knight Signifier spellcasting. Gains new spells per day as if he had also gained a level in the spellcaster class. Okay, so this would stack with Cleric. Does not gain any other benefits from the... Yeah, stacks with Cleric for only the spellcasting purposes. So I wouldn't gain more channel energies or anything like that. Arcane Armor Expertise, which is kind of useless because I'm not Arcane Armor user. While a Hell Knight Signifier wears armor, he reduces the armor check penalty by 1. And again, armor check penalty for this character will be useless because he's a cleric. Clerics do not suffer armor check penalties or arcane spell failure chances because it's not arcane, it's divine. Which I always liked about clerics. Gains an assiduous gaze ability. You can use it for a number of rounds equal to his class level once per day. True Seeing for the duration. Ooh, that's actually pretty nice. Discern Lies. +2 on saving throws against spells of the Illusion School. Which I really do like because screw illusion sometimes. Second use of Assiduous Gaze. Signifier armor training gets increased at 8th, rather. Infernal Resistance. Damage reduction 5/chaotic and becomes immune to poison. Ugh, that's... So this would make it so as he... All sources of damage... I believe all sources. Physical damage dealt to them, sorry. So all sources of physical damage would be reduced by 5 unless the creature is chaotic. If I'm remembering this right. But we'll lose out on that like when fighting demons. But would become immune to poison, so that'd be neat. And again, while wearing a signifier mask. Immune to blindness, gazes, and precision-based effects. Part of me really wants to lean into Hell Knight then. I wouldn't be able to get into it until like 7th level? Yeah. But it's definitely what this particular character would get into. He would lose out on his spells, but he would definitely... how to put this? This is pretty much what he did when it came to 5th edition. He started as a cleric and became a warrior of darkness. But seeing as there's no warrior of darkness, Hell Knight is pretty much the closest thing he's going to get to it. Anyways, basic attack bonus 5, persuasion of 5, knowledge arcana 2. With heavy armor proficiency. So I could just go Crusader, I think. I don't gain... These bonuses must be chosen from the following list: heavy armor proficiency, shield bash, saving shields, shield focus, shield, 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 shield. I could have sworn that it also changed their base proficiencies too, but I guess I'm wrong. Just means at first level we're going to end up taking heavy armor proficiency. Phoenix, welcome, man. Let's see, this particular character was an Aesimer. It was a dude. Dudesemer, if you will. Now, the one that worked for him the most would be Angelkin. Angelkin are mortal paragons of exceptional beauty, and they serve the exemplars of good and light regardless of the myriad forms that they take. Except for this character. Now, this is where I'm kind of hung up on Errant. Because his backstory, more or less, is that he was a bodyguard slash... I suppose I could have also made him a paladin, but... paladin. But pretty much he was a bodyguard to a priestess that he fell in love with, and she fell in love with him, but she loved their deity more, and for some reason in their particular sect of their worship... But in their particular sect of the worship of their deity, which at the time was Palor, you need to abstain from sex. So Errant, who wanted to have a family and all that fun stuff, couldn't. Not with the gal that he loved. Ultimatum was choose your stupid deity or choose love. Big fight ensued. He got the nasty looking scar that you see all over his eye and was exiled. He had then pretty much swore to slay the deities, which yeah, makes it a little hard to choose. Oh wait, what's martial discipline? Oh, that's for unarmed striking. Exceptional beauty, a class you can never play then. Well, no, it's just their race. You know, Aesimers, basically humans with good outsider blood. He wasn't a nobleman. Certainly wasn't a craftsman. The only thing I can think of is like having him be a guard. Light armor, short swords, and light crossbows. Alright. Already has the class skill. weapon proficiency or armor proficiency granted by the selected background. Or her class determined, then +1 competence bonus to those skills. I got you, Mithril. I'm not exactly packing in the charisma department myself. That's some self-deprecating humor right there. Anyways. So guard kind of sucks. I would want to choose mercenary because then afterwards he would have just kind of roamed the land. And his main weapon is going to be either the spear or the long spear. So that's effectively +1 enhancement bonus when making attack rolls with a spear. See, this is the hard part, choosing the character background. None of them are going to give me heavy armor proficiency though, are they? Bah. Yeah, most of it's weapon proficiency. Marcus will quite find that knowledge boost seems to be helpful. Yeah. Knowledge World would be really good, I think, for... Ooh, plus brewing potions. Calling knowledge about geography, history, locals, and nobility. At a point, that would be useful. I was mostly looking at the enhancement bonuses that you get. Fun fact, originally, Errant was going to be a fighter using the trident because he was a pirate. He quickly became very unuseful, so he had swapped out to become a cleric. Yeah, mercenary just seems like it'd be a better idea. Like, this is before his actual adventuring, so him becoming a mercenary suddenly would make a lot of sense. Okay. I love that it's point buy. Totally love that it's point buy. Yay, point buy. So, as a cleric, he's going to need wisdom for his spellcasting. If he's going to be a Hell Knight, 7th level as a cleric. What's the maximum? Oh, 1 second. Pathfinder cleric. If he's going to be up to a 7th level Hell Knight. Oh no, 9th level. He's only going to need up to 15 in his wisdom. Because the way that spellcasting for Pathfinder 1st edition and 3.5 worked is that you needed a ability score of 10 plus the spell's level in order to cast that spell. And if we're only going to be casting up to 5th level spells, it's just kind of like meh. Hope that sound logic. Sound logic in my head. We want strength because he's going to be hitting stuff. Charisma is important because of his channel energy shit. But it's not that important because he's mostly just going to use it to harm. But I do need it for persuasion, so I'll at least bump it up to a 14. And then we're going to pump into con. He ain't a dumb person, so he's going to put a little into int. And I can either up my charisma or my dexterity. And seeing as he's going to be wearing full plate by the end of the game, I'm going to aim for charisma. Because even in full plate, you only get a armor in Pathfinder. You would only get a plus up to a certain amount for your armor. So lighter armors had less armor granted, but it gives you more dexterity towards your AC, whereas heavier armors is just straight up better armor, but allows for less of your dexterity bonus to be added in. I think full plate only adds for a total of +1, unless it's like super special armor or you're a fighter that has a lot of training in said armor. Like, they got a special ability that's armor training that reduces the armor check penalty. But I digress. I think this is pretty good. Part of me wants to... Nah, can't do that. Why can I not do that? And they criticize that. Okay, to be fair, as an individual that has never played a D&D besides like the Baldur's Gate CRPGs, I don't understand Thaco. But again, I was not raised on a D&D and whatnot. 3 skills. What did I say I needed? I needed Persuasion and Knowledge Arcana. Those are pretty much the 2 skills I need, so... Knowledge Arcana, Persuasion. It's honestly not that bad. It's just a thing where you keep in mind, oh, what do I need? It's honestly a little bit harder to do when it comes to 2nd edition, because the way that they work it is that your ability scores are determined by your class, your race, and your background. And you essentially get a boon or a flaw. Then every boon gives +2, while a flaw gives -2. So your class gives you usually just 1, your background gives 2, and your race will usually give 2, but take away 1. And then you have 4 boons to put into any stat that you want, as long as it's not the same stat. So you can easily make a character that's, you know, low dex but high everything else or whatnot. Like, this is rather stunning for a character with ability scores, based on point by my standards anyways. I'm gonna be doing something wrong though, so yeah. I kinda want to use magic device. Oh, right, it's not a class skill, so that's... Yeah, I cannot use it if your character's not trained in it either. But yeah, honestly, the armor check penalty and max dex isn't that bad when it comes to Pathfinder 3.5. Really, it's just trying to remind your characters, hey, you're trying to stealth in full plate. Think about that for a second. And knowledge world. The knowledgeable individual. And if anything, I might be able to use my magic device later on. I want to take it now. But knowing shit and being able to brew potions while camping are really good. Not to mention identification of found magic items and, well, Divine Caster. He's not going to need Knowledge Arcana. Alright. Feats. We got a few feats. Typically I would just take right and left, but I think we're relatively good. I need to take Brew Potion in order to make potions. That makes sense. But we're not going to take it at the moment. Where is it down the line that we choose the Crusader bonus feat? Here. Okay. He is a tough mofo. He is going to be mostly using two-handed spears, methinks. He might eventually delve into shields as well, but I need Warrior Priest, if I recall correctly. No, Warrior Priest is if I wanted to go Hell Knight Signifier. Okay, no, never mind that. Not to mention it, it's whatever. +1 to initiative checks, +2 on concentration checks. That's it. So I think I'll take toughness. 3 more hit points, and every hit die, for every hit die you possess beyond the third, 1 additional hit point. So effectively +1 hit point per level. And his HP shan't be too terrible for first level cleric. Okay. This is what I agonized over a lot when it came to Errant. Because in the core game, in the game that he came from anyways, he was a cleric of Palor, god of light, healing, all that fun stuff, a good deity, that then turned to the god Nerul, the evil god of death. And there is a god of death in Pharasma, but she is neutral. More or less. So I could, which makes it so I can't be lawful evil. I think I need to be within a step of... Yeah, I think it's within 1 step of the deity. But I also considered like their favorite weapon, their domains, and all that fun stuff. And I won't lie when I say that Zong-Kuthon, the Midnight Lord, the Dark Prince, the Prince of Pain, God of Darkness, Envy, Loss, and Pain, kinda suits Errant for being in Pathfinder. I gave consideration to like the God Claw, which is tempting. Depictions of these deities portrayed as stern, armored paragons of law, though some members of the Order of the God Claw dedicate themselves to individual gods. Many take the whole pantheon as their patron. So this is pretty much the pantheon, quote unquote, for the Hell Knights. But he's got a little bit more on his own plate, as it were. Norgorber, yeah. Bigger the reputation by some. Some more insidious titles among worshippers who venerate his other 3 aspects: Black Fingers, Father Skinsaw, and the Grey Master. It remains an enigma to most, and his true motives are unknown, and many of his own followers remain ignorant of his plans and designs. Okay, that's right. That was one thing I completely forgot. In the world of Galarian, which Pathfinder takes place in, there was an event called the Starfall, I think. And those that would go through the test of the Starfall can become ascended, or become deities. And Norgorber was one of these individuals. That's why he was called the Ascended. He's the only evil one among them, though. So, others that did this were like Caden Kalin, I think Eristal as well. Caden Kalin, essentially the chaotic deity of sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And Eristal, the god of the hunt, essentially. I'm gonna say essentially a lot, aren't I? But yeah, Zong-Kuthon. Darkness, death, destruction, evil, law. Sounds good to me. Now, because I am choosing an evil deity, I cannot become good, so I can't channel positive energy. So which means for the first few levels, I'm going to be preparing my cure spells, which always kind of sucked as an evil character, but I also had to give this one a lot of thought, because Death Domain is neat. It is neat. You heal damage instead of taking damage from channeled negative energy, which is neat. I'd assume that, yeah. Domain spells. Cause fear, bone shaker, bestow curse, iteration, slay living, circle of death. I think from the point of view of Errant as a Hell Knight, though, this would be more beneficial. The Law Domain. You can touch a living creature as a standard action, fusing with the power of the divine aura, blah blah blah. Treat all attack rolls, skill checks, and ability checks and saving throws for 1 round as if they resulted a natural 11. You can use this a number of times equal to 3 plus your wisdom modifier per day. So pretty much just go, hey, that's an 11. Whether or not that hits or misses is, yeah. For 1 round, too. So, just above average. That's nice. And then Staff of Order, you can give a weapon that you touch the axiomatic special weapon property for a number of rounds equal to 1/2 your level in this class. Oh, so that's actually going to be useless. Well, no. After we've maxed out on being a Hell Knight, we should be level 17? So, it would still get 3 levels more as a cleric. So, what's that? What did I say? 7th level, so 10th level cleric. So that wouldn't be that bad. Yeah. Yeah, that's totally how that works. I can math. So we would still get this, but it would be late in the game. But it would make it so as I could theoretically stack the Hell Knight's thing and get axiomatic on it as well. But you can't have the same ability on the thing twice. So I can't just go, hey, here's axiomatic twice. I really hope I'm remembering the abilities of axiomatic correctly. Let's see, protection from chaos, communal protection from chaos, prayer, communal protection from energy, dominate person, blade barrier, that's always a fun one. Shield of law, dominate monster, dictum. Dictum, I barely even know them. Anyways. I am one such individual that likes to get through the prerequisites pretty much right off the bat. So, heavy armor proficiency. We are going to be lawful evil. Oh boy, this is going to be the part that takes a bit, isn't it? I kind of like this body. Dude needs to be paler. That works. I mean, I think we're going to be basically not be seeing the face a whole lot, so 2's fine. I completely and suddenly forgot what my character's eye color was. Just let me open up my pictures. I'm good at remembering shit. That's the wrong picture folder. There you are. Green. God, I can't believe I forgot my character's eye color. Kind of like that green. The only thing that kind of meh about Asmer in this game is that their eye is that color. There's no, oh, it's their pupil or whatnot. It's green. Kind of slicked back. 2's pretty much the closest. 4 if I want to give him a little bit longer hair. No. I think it's gonna be 4. No beard. Do you have a dark brown? It's more of a red. That is very red. I think that's as dark brown as I can get. Can I somehow emulate the character having that black scar over his eye? Okay, first off, I want to be able to see the damn thing. No, no. Wait, where's the tattoo supposed to be here? Sorry, war paint. See, what we also need is an accessory so that I can put an eye patch over his left eye. I don't think that's gonna happen though. Oh yeah, we can do it in layers so we can like fully customize those, but eh. 27 tattoos. How much do you want to bet none of them look like a scar over his right eye? And let me guess, I also need to be naked for the character to see the goddamn. Seriously, how am I supposed to select the goddamn tattoo if I can't see the tattoos? Unless there's an option that I'm missing. Eh, it's fine. He doesn't have any tattoos. The most I wanted was a scar over his eye. Clothing color. That's the wrong one. Yeah. We have a... it's red, but it's not a noticeable red. God damn. Actually, that's a good question. Pathfinder Zongkuthon. Because then I can get his like worshippers' colors. Worshippers, sadists, and masochists. Cool. Create permanent or long-lasting sources of light. Is this anathema? Concerned with pain, they are symbols of faith, but clerics are known to summon shadows and Irenaeus. Creatures who embrace Zongkuthon love of pain by continuously cutting off parts of their bodies and replacing them with a burning darkness from the plane of shadows. Well. Relevant pain and misery, yada yada yada, inflicted upon Galarian. Worshippers, you are. Wounded. I would like to just know the color of the clergy's robes, please. Despite its strict hierarchy, the church has no standardized vestments, although most priests can be identified via their self-mutilation and love of black leather. I'm suddenly regretting the choice of deity. Actually, yeah, that's good black. We'll go black and red. Very stereotypical evil character. Huh. The white around the flap here is a lot more pronounced when you have a lighter color there. That's how color selection works, Star. I know.
Their life ends here.
Right.
Let us bide our time.
God, no.
My wounds pile on.
That's more for a Growclunk.
I didn't even break a sweat. Calm down. Not dead yet. I'll go ahead. Time's not waiting.
Sorry, swap him back to another window.
I'm not touching that. Ah, damn it all. Don't know, don't care.
Enemy near. A solid plan. I feel faint. My skills exceed yours. Everyone counts on me. The path is clear. Enemy near. Let us bide our time.
Yeah, somehow knew that was coming. But yeah, basically Mithril, BDSM clerics, but BDSM clerics that push things a little bit way too far.
None shall escape!
We will be...
That's what you get. I'll need to review this spell later.
So many thoughts. So little time.
My problem with when it comes to playing an evil character in a lot of CRPGs is that they just have cruddy freaking voice actors for evil. Like, the best you can probably get is maybe Reserved.
A solid plan. My skills exceed yours.
But even then, this is still very much the hero-esque stuff. Ah. And aggressive sounds more chaotic evil.
All this waiting bores me. Spell's not working like that. I lead. You follow.
Plus sounding a little bit on the low intelligence side.
Someone else would make better use of this. I didn't even break a sweat. Calm down. Not dead yet.
Pragmatic is a maybe.
Not that I care. March, march. All I do is march.
Grumpy just kind of sounds like a stereotypical dwarf.
We cannot be defeated.
No.
I won't give up.
I shall not falter. Our time has come.
Like, for Errant, Pious is really close.
Strike as one. Let us press on. I have no need for this.
Really hard, and a good backstory is always tricky for an evil character. Exactly. Like, full disclosure, I played through a whole 20 levels, 24 levels actually, with Errant before we ended the adventure that he was a part of. And essentially the idea was that we were going to have the characters shunt back into time, like their psyche and all that fun stuff, and we could essentially just remake our characters how we wanted. We were playing a different system, so that was our excuse for replaying the characters, but I digress. And because of revelations that had happened, the character Errant himself was like, you know, not evil is kind of not my thing anymore, because spoiler alert for the character, his beloved had turned out to be dead for a long time, and the one that was actually there was a very powerful succubi placed there by Mephistopheles. Woo!
Defeat is not an option.
So this would be more just as he's getting on his feet as an adventurer, if anything, so. Errant, the cold-hearted. Really? I can't put the ED at the end. Are you kidding me? All of these letters that you could put in. Damn it. He needs a little bit of another title that's not 9 characters long. Or 9 characters or shorter. Cold Heart is very acceptable, though. His pose. Totally arbitrary. Day and month has nothing to do with anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Together we stand.
Okay. Coup de grace, full action, Sweet Affliction. God, it is... I've been playing basically nothing but 5th edition for the past 7/10 of a decade. So getting into a game that is actually, you know, Pathfinder is going to be a little bit daunting. Very speed. This is clearly without any items in his inventory. And because he is an Aesmer, he gets energy resistance to acid, cold, electricity. But proficiency with a flail, spear, long spear, and javelin. I might actually lean into the flail, if only because I'm kind of interested in seeing how he works with a different weapon besides a spear. So I need to have, what was it, 5 in Arcana and 2 in Persuasion? So either way, I'm waiting until at least 5th level. This will be weird. I'll probably get through the starting intro thingamabоб. I don't know, I might call it. Like I said, this is going to be a short stream where I just make my character for it. Solidify it. Loading. Hey, it's me. Make way, coming through, fetch a healer quick. Clearly I ran out of healing spells.
Hey, somebody! We got a wounded fighter. Can we get a healer over here?
My, would you look at this? But why would you drag a wounded fighter into the middle of the festival square? Couldn't he be carted off somewhere else, like, oh, I don't know, an infirmary? Or an accommodating ditch?
Oh, I can't wait to put a spear through your chest already.
Make room, everyone. Step back. Now, what's the matter? What happened to him? The wound looks nasty. Who did this to him?
Love that. You hear the stern voice of an elderly man, but you're so weak you can't even turn your head to look in his direction.
Demons, Prelate. We found him barely alive outside the walls of Canabris.
Ah. Well, that's... Yep.
The walls, you say? Enemy doesn't usually stray so close to the city. Must fortify the defenses. And you, hold fast. Don't die. We'll see you right. We'll get you patched up now. But first, you there, guard. Take his weapons. Bearing arms is not permitted during the festival. Wounded or not, everyone must abide by the rules. He can get his things back after the festival.
Oh, joy. Basically defenseless during the festival. Nothing bad could happen there.
Leader of our troops, the sharpened edge of our blades and the unyielding strength of our armor. Iomade, I beseech you, grant your mercy. Heal his wounds.
This was definitely something I like about the Pathfinder games, is that if you're not sure or unfamiliar with the world, you can scroll over, you know, keywords, see what it's up, like Iomade, also known as the Inheritor, Lady of the Sword, blah blah blah. One of the deities, clearly. I won't give up that easily.
Hear, hear! That's the Crusader spirit.
Hey, that's my class.
My powers are not enough here. Someone call for Terendelev. You there! Yes, you! Stop dithering and gawping and make yourself useful. Go and get Terendelev!
Prelate, surely there is somebody else here better suited to running errands.
I'll get her! Terendelev!
Has anyone seen Terendelev?
Oh boy. I forgot the Iconics were in here.
Be quick about it before it's too late. Now, who are you? I don't remember seeing you before, and I have an excellent memory for faces.
I bet you do, sir. Something to make you feel old. I found out that the D&D cartoon series is 40 years old in 2023. Well, I'm not that much younger than it, but hey, that's kind of good to know. God, when is that going to be getting a remake or something? He-Man got a freaking continuation. Let's see. I'm a crusader. I came to fight demons.
Oh, Iomedae saved me from green recruits. They come without planning, without preparation, and they die before they even see their first real battle. I don't know whether to laugh or cry at the utter waste of it all.
My dear prelate, please, for the sake of the festivities, stop interrogating this poor man. He has been through enough already. Go on. I'll take care of him.
All right, as you wish. You are our protector, and a dragon at that. So I shall defer to your wisdom. But be on your guard. I've been informed he was wounded near Canabras. That means the demons are prowling just outside the walls, and the city is crawling with their spies. Others may be able to relax on this holiday, but not you or I. Not the defenders of this city.
Let's see, Canabras. City of glory, but not one of spotless virtue. Unless the first Mendevian Crusade, until the first Mendevian Crusade, was a small town perched atop a bluff overlooking the West Selen River. During the first dark days of Sarkoris, hysterical refugees splashed across the river and sought safety behind the walls of Canabras. At first, the refugees were allowed to in unquestionably. However, a Lilitude demon named Minago entered Canabras magically disguised as a refugee. Once inside the town's wall, she revealed her true form and slaughtered dozens of citizens before vanishing in a cloud of greasy black smoke. After the Red Morning Massacre, as it was called, Canabras refused entry to any except those who could demonstrate direst need. For some reason, direst looks like a weird word to me. Individuals who fell under suspicion were turned away or executed on the spot. Canabras became known as a safe but suspicious city. By the time the Second Crusade, the leaders of Canabras agreed to house one of the ward stones to guard against the demonic hordes pouring from the World Wound. This act asserted Canabras' role as a strategically vital city, key to the defense of Mendev. Was wondering where I was.
Pry loose the grudging grip of pain. Cast off the veil of suffering flesh. Let light and life go forth in triumph to repel the skulking shade of death. There.
Who are you?
My name is Terendelev. I am the protector of the city.
Now I'm grateful, so thanks for helping me.
I accept your thanks. But my work is not yet done.
What exactly happened to me?
I do not know yet, and that troubles me. I am not entirely sure what the demons did to you. This wound is no ordinary injury, and it was inflicted by no ordinary weapon. I have rid you of your pain and restored your strength, but only time will allow you to heal fully.
So, dragon, huh?
You don't believe me? Perhaps I should retake my true form and engulf this square with my ice breath to win your trust. Pay no mind to my current guise. I appear this way when I walk among the people. I would hamper the festivities if I tried to attend in my true form.
Cool. Can I go now?
Certainly. But be careful. I have managed to get you back on your feet, but I have not healed you fully. Alas, sooner or later, your pain will return.
Could I get a full healing? I was like...
But do not be discouraged. You will recover, I promise you that. Tomorrow, come to the cathedral and say that you are expected by Terendelev, Protector of Canabras. We will find a way to help you. But for now, put this out of your mind and enjoy the festival. They are all too rare in this time of war, and merriment is one of the best medicines.
Merriment. Canabras is a city poised on the border between two worlds. On the one side, the ordinary world. Okay. I was right in that. Movement. Right mouse button on the spot where you want to move your character. Cool. And then I think it's WASD to pan around. Oh, geez. I like that it shows the range of those when you when you just hover over it. Alright. There's one other thing I really wanted to make sure of. English, action bars, slot, autofill, font size, gore, I'm good with those. Quick movement. Increases movement speed while outside of combat. Yes, please, thank you. Autopause. Turn-based mode. Good, that is automatically on. God damn, that was one of the things that really irritated me about Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, and by extension Pathfinder. Kingmaker, is they were just always action mode and you had to pause. Not a terrible thing, but it's hard for me personally to keep track of everything that's going on when you need to manually pause. I'm an idiot like that. No worries, Mithril. I was actually plotting on manually saving. Stream 00. Alright. And I was going to go ahead and call it here since I just wanted to solidify a character that I wanted to do for this game. And won't lie, kind of happy with how he turned out. I just kind of wish that I actually had his... Wait, what? How's my armor class 14? Engraved lucky break. When did I get the... That's probably what they just start you off with. Where is inventory? Oh, it doesn't show up in the inventory. Cool, cool. That's fine. Okay, so it at least gives me studded leather. It's some pretty bitchin' gauntlets. Yeah, take care, Mithril. Have yourself a good night, and I'm going to be putting in a hot tick anywho. Oh, wait. Base value 8, plus 3 from toughness. That should be 11. Right, charisma and favorite class bonuses. I forgot about favorite class bonuses. Holy shit. There's just so many things that I totally don't remember out of some of this stuff. You're a tiefling. Well, I suppose that's common around the world wound. Oh boy, so many NPCs. I cast Fireball. No. That's my spell book. Oh, that's my prepared cantrips? I've only got Bless prepared. I really should change that to Cure Wounds. Demoralize. Plus a Restoration. Right, these are my natural abilities. Damage living. I wonder if I pop that up. Okay, I'm gonna do something stupid really quick before I end it. Right here. Nah. Maximum chaotic damage. Aw, they don't count. Boo. Boo. Also, I forgot I needed to also make sure that my that my damage living was also going to injure me. So that's good to know. Photo mode. Oh jeez. No, that's... Yeah, this is something I'm never going to use again. Damn it, though. Alright. Gonna go ahead, call it a stream, folks. It was good. It is good to have, just solidified a character. It's been too long since I've played a Pathfinder, so... Yes, exit game. Thank you. So, you know... Delving into this... It's daunting to re-look at all the crunch rules again, but at the same time... I'm an individual that likes a little bit of crunch. It's one of the reasons why I've kind of been going like... I have an itch. The only thing that can fulfill this itch is Pathfinder. That or overcomplicating 5th edition, which if you believe the internet is kind of the antithesis of 5th edition. Don't know who decided that, but apparently that's the thing. Yeah, I'm also just trying to think of the other characters I was really thinking about having. Actually, I have them in Pathfinder 2e tools. The only ones that I really thought would have worked. Let's see, character options. Nope, not that one. I had a catfolk sorcerer. I don't think they have catfolk. A human paladin, essentially, who would have been Erebor Kursk, which would have been a dwarven psychic, but I don't recall seeing psychic. I have a halfling cleric and Errant the Cold-Hearted. Those are pretty much like the characters that I was thinking that would have been just fine / perfect for this. So Errant it was, if only because I've not played an evil character in a video game in a long-ass pimp time. Anywho, thank you everyone so very much for watching, for listening, for lurking. Your general presence, as always, is very much appreciated. I hope to actually get through this game in the span of the next year. I might stream on New Year's, if only out of boredom. If you guys like this video, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff really helps out the channel. If you want to assist the channel in a financial fashion, I have a Stream Elements link down in the description below, and a Ko-fi and a Patreon on my channel banner. Every little bit helps, and is currently going to a move, as you'll see at the top there, the banner. And basically for every $100 towards the goal that I've made, I am going to be playing a certain game on the list. And as you can see right now, after a certain point, we are going to be playing Kingdom Hearts after Legend of Legaia, which is currently uploading on my channel. That's going to be a treat that I've not played in like 20 years. Yeah. Then Jade Cocoon. I kind of want to add more onto this, between 25 and 30,000. That's a weird way to put it. I just don't know what else to put there. Yeah. Thank you everyone so very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next stream. Take care. Cheers.